Hello everybody. We opened the season just in the second half of May, and the boat was running fine with all those spark plugs replaced. But as usually, I had some issues. On the second day, when approaching the pier and preparing for mooring, I noticed that my boat don't stop running even in neutral. And I tried braking in reverse. It was running in forward regardless what position was shifted, and I could stop my boat with just killing the engine, hitting the key off. But this is OMC electric shift, so very simple construction. Two wires. If one powered, it runs forward. If the second powered, it runs reverse. And I suspected that one forward wire is always powered. So the greatest suspicion is on a switch. The switch is inside this shifter, and I just pulled it out, pulled out the wires, found three wires. One is power, the red one. Green is forward. You can remember green is go forward and blue is reverse. So easy peasy. Just connect those two and you have forward, and connect those two, you have your lower unit locked in reverse. Disconnect everything and you're in neutral. Here is my temporary solution. Green is go forward, and let's go. Woo! But that was temporary. I searched the internet and couldn't find the switch itself, just a switch. Found the switch box, gear switch box as a unit. But let's try and see what is inside. Maybe I can fix it. So let's remove the switch box. Here it comes. So if I could disconnect this throttle cable, I could remove the whole unit and take it home comfortably on the table and look at it closely. And if to look closely, this part goes up to here, and here it is attached with this small screw. How to remove this part? Oh, easy peasy. That's it. Okay, I just removed it. Here it is. Oh, that was an easy part. How to get access to that screw, and it appears very easy. Just put in full forward, and here it comes. Maybe there are washers too. No, there are no washers. Okay, don't drop it. Here it is. Woo! So I have it free. Don't lose wires. Here it comes with a bunch of wires. Here I got it. Just to get sure, I put it in neutral. Here it is. And here is power, here is forward gear, and you see, and if to move forward. So nothing much changes. And if to move in reverse, nothing much changes. Now it is in reverse, and if to check between reverse, we have nothing. So this part should split into pieces here, so I clearly see this bolt, maybe this one, this one, and not sure about this one. So let's try. Here it goes. Moves now. So here is the switch, and if to see even more, you can see a slot here, and that is how it works. Here is a reverse, and forward. Broken ear. So I think that it is not because of that broken ear. So this can be removed. Oh, nice. What do we have inside? The manual says do not repair it. So let's try. I have those two rivets here. I need to drill them out here and here. This is what we got here. Here are the contacts, smelly. How was that? Okay, I just lost the position how it was, but maybe I'll find out it. So after some learning, I know how it works. This is forward, this is reverse, or maybe vice versa. Here is a small spring which pushes this plate a little bit up towards those connections, which I like here. And this plate sits on those two small tabs and rotates together with this disc. And those tabs perhaps didn't keep well, and it stayed in some position, not rotating. So this rotated and the disc didn't. It kept in the position with forward gear in. The contact plate is connected to the plastic disc with those two tabs, but the connection is not solid. It must have some freedom to move, pushed by the spring towards the contacts. And those old plastic tabs are brittle, small enough, and I doubt I can fix them reliably. The manual was right. Don't try to fix it. I kept searching for the new switch and finally found some, but the price was ridiculous. Finally, I was lucky enough to find the entire shifter box with a switch inside it for an affordable price. Unfortunately, shipping is few weeks and I want to go boating this weekend. When switching gears with wires between my fingers, at one moment I lost contact, the engine revved, and then it switched into gear and was big bang, and something wrong happened with my prop. Here you can see some not good thing. Woohoo! After my attempt to repair the switch integrated to the shifter failed, I am doing plan B, temporary plan, just connecting this switch, universal switch, on, off, on switch, which will be my gear shifter. And the old lever will do the throttle operation. I even got one free hole in this panel. So now need to install this shifter, though it is not shifter anymore, it's just a throttle lever, and the shifter is this one small switch. With this temporary solution I can go boating again, but it is temporary and I must keep in mind that I have dangers like that. Let's say I start engine, it is in idle, I put it in forward, it is moving, I give more throttle, open throttle, and by mistake I disengage shift to neutral, and the throttle is still open, so the engine revs, and if in this moment I shift back again, forward or reverse, no matter, something breaks. I must keep in mind that before shifting to neutral I have to go to idle. So we are now boating again, and I'm using my temporary setup here, and it works as planned. Just switch on forward and it runs. And to stop, you need to close throttle of the gear. But as I received my new shifter with the switch inside, so I of course replacing it to the new one. That was just temporary. And now I've got a new replacement shifter. Here it is. And I'm going to install it in the place of that one old original one. Don't drop it, don't drop it. Okay. Here it is removed. So the new one has a connector like that, but in my boat I have nowhere to connect it as all is changed already. So I am cutting it away and making another type of connection. I've been very happy when received this unit and even didn't test it, but now I got confused a little bit as the switch don't work in my opinion. So this is supposed to be hot wire, and this is supposed to be reverse, and this is supposed to be front. Let's switch in. Hot, forward, no, 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 no. So I'm very disappointed, and perhaps I need to open the box and see what's inside. And what do I see? I see that the switch is out of position. It is, the roller is here. So here is the switch. I don't know. So big disappointment, huge disappointment, as this switch appears to be broken. It took me just a few minutes to install my old shifter back, so here it is. I can go boating again, but unfortunately I cannot use original switch and I have to use this one custom switch, which is not safe. So big disappointment about this new unused switch box with a broken switch. So this is how the gear switch works. When you shift forward, it goes like this, and if you go reverse, it goes like this. This cam disc moves this lever. And after a lot of thinking and working, I finally made this. Magic. The only original part is this one. So I assembled it back all in one piece, and here are my switches, my masterpiece, and if to shift forward, and reverse. So hope it will work. It will work, of course, but how long? The original switch worked maybe 40 years. This one, let's say, will work 4 years. That will be good. That would be acceptable.